con los terroristas.
Harlem Shake. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Geek.
Gangnam Style.
Nigger.
Devin has the
Pussy.
best YouTube channel.
Nigger.
My favorite. For sure, without a question.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 나는 선어해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선어해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선어해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선어해 그런 선어해
Nigger. Pussy. Nigger.
Prankster Joey Salad, who's known for posting videos of his self-styled shocking social experiments to YouTube, last week released a video aptly titled Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter to highlight the difference between how the two messages were received in predominantly black and white communities.
Oh, can't be a lady tonight. Can't be a lady tonight. Yeah, cunt if you've ever been a cunthole to begin with. Can't be a lady. Black Lives Matter. Do they now? I love you. Always have. I want to marry you. What in the fuck are you doing in my country? You don't belong. Get back to Scotland. Be gone with you. So, this yeast infection is going to tell us about All Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter. It's his crusade. And talk about white guilt. Wowzers. This guy has brought it from the Scottish Highlands. I think he feels guilty that they filmed Harry Potter up in Scotland and there weren't a lot of black people featured in that movie. And so now he's trying to make amends.
Salad takes a Black Lives Matter sign to what he calls a random white neighborhood and is met with mostly confusion or laughter. He later describes the reaction as not racist. Oh, of course he did.
Wait a minute, that's totally off script. You cannot say the white people are not racist. What do you mean? The fact that they ignored a sign that said Black Lives Matter and in no way threatened violence against the guy holding the sign? Don't you know that white people are racist? Of course you did. I'm wearing a vest.
Then for the next step in his groundbreaking research, he took an All Lives Matter sign to a predominantly black neighborhood and was met with hostility from those who objected his sign, by which I mean a whopping sample size of 3 people. To Dr. Salad, those 3 people, of course, represent the entire black population of the United States.
Are you suggesting that these results are strange or not repeatable? I think this is kind of like science. Why don't you go take an All Lives Matter sign, champ, go down to Compton, and tell us how that worked out?
Those 3 people, of course, represent the entire black population of the United States.
And that's not all. Oh no, we're super positive that Willow Smith was not going to try to beat this man down. But Jada Pinkett? She might have taken a swing. Oh yeah. So everybody at home, it's not all. It's not all. Fuck, my Scottish accent is almost as bad as my Australian accent. But I don't give a single fuck about it.
But seeing how this played out, it inspired me to take on a new mission, to continue the important work of Joey Salad and further validate his point. I will seek out breast cancer victims or a family raising awareness for it and bring my All Cancer Victims Matter sign with me and document their response.
Oh God, was that an analogy? You want to walk to a family with breast cancer victims in it, holding an All Cancer Matters sign, not understanding that All Lives Matter includes Black lives, and that's not what the sentiment Black Lives Matter is saying. It would be like saying black victims of breast cancer matter, and not white victims of breast cancer matter. It is strictly racial, has nothing to do with victimhood, nothing to do with police brutality. Twice as many white people are shot by cops. Twice as many. So clearly we can rule out that this is a humanitarian crusade by you, you gimpy twat. It ain't that. It's just you freaked out about black people. and slavery, and oh my god, don't they have it bad. So let's excuse the fact that they beat down a guy who's holding up a sign for no fucking reason. It's shameful. Fuck those dudes.
Or maybe I'll dive deeper into the darkness, seek out a grieving family who have lost a child, and present my, hey, all children matter sign, engage their response.
And that is a total stupid ass point to make. Nobody's walking up to parents saying other kids matter more than your kids. Everybody thinks their kids matter more. Absolutely not the point. Once again, twice as many white families are in that particular situation. You're a fucking idiot. A sentiment like all lives matter is an obvious statement. Should go without saying.
But anyway, if that falls on deaf ears, I will always have stats to back up my research, right, Joey? After all, you just need to state facts and those damn Black Lives Matter supporters will go away. Such as this. According to stats and facts, as a white man, I am more likely to be shot by police. Although we make up more of the population, when you factor in how many white people have altercations with the police, the number is even more shocking in the case against what Black Lives Matter believe. Just stating a fact. Hey, who's going to argue with stats and facts? Isn't that a late night show on Fox News? Except that the only actual statistic or fact contained in that post is that 24,756 numbskulls agreed with them. So what are the actual facts about race and policing? Let's take a look, shall we? According to the most recent census data, there are nearly 160 million more white people in America than there are black people. White people make up roughly 62% of the population, but only 49% of those who are killed by police officers. African Americans, however, account for 24% of those fatally shot and killed by the police, despite being just 13% of the US population. So as the Washington Post points out, that means black Americans are 2.5 times more likely than white Americans to be shot and killed by police officers.
And what's the point? Once again, numbers presented to a guy, and he's itching to say that the answer is racism. In the same way that religious people are itching to say the answer is God. You say, hey, you see that lightning? It was like this erratic bolt of white energy that came down from the sky. I don't know. God. It was God. What about the sun? Do you notice that big thing up there that it kind of hurts when you stare at it? The answer is God. Black people are 2.5 times as likely as white. The answer is racism. No, good sir. Let me state for the billionth time. The answer is black people commit more crimes. Way fucking more. It ain't close. And furthermore, they are engaging with police officers in antagonistic scenarios way more than whites are doing. They resist arrest more, they break the law more, they don't respect the cops more, and therefore they get shot more. It is so goddamn easy to understand. This is like saying, why is it that beekeepers get stung by bees more than a librarian? Beekeepers are 2.5 times as likely to be stung by a bee than a librarian. Why? Answer, bee racism. No. Answer, they are around bees more. And they're not just around them, they fuck with bees more. They're going in there, going for the honey. Now, for you to not understand that, for you to turn a blind eye and then get on stage in a fucking vest. By the way, your name is Francis. We're listening to a man who calls himself Francis. Anyway, you tell us that the reason for the disparity in those numbers is racism? You dingleberry. Sit down, shut up, and go home to your godforsaken island.
Now, I understand that you're terrified of being shot by police just because you're white, Joey. But the reality is that a black person shot and killed by police is more likely to have been unarmed than a white person.
Like Michael Brown was unarmed when he was reaching for a gun and punching a police officer? Yeah, like that. Who cares? Who friggin' cares? Oh, you want to talk about being scared of being shot by somebody? Then go talk to black people. Black people should be scared, not of cops, but of other black people. About
13% of all black people fatally shot by police since January 2015 were unarmed, compared to 7% of all white people fatally shot by police. And since the release of this study in January 2015, police have shot and killed 175 young black males aged between 18 and 29, including Michael Brown in Ferguson.
He deserved
24 of those 175 were unarmed. Over that same period, police shot and killed 172 young white men, 18 of whom were unarmed. Once again, while in raw numbers there were similar totals of white and black victims, blacks were killed at higher rates proportionate to their percentage of the US population. Of all the unarmed people shot and killed by police in 2015, 40% of them were black men, even though black men make up just 6% of the nation's population.
And once again, beekeepers are stung by bees more than librarians. Now, are we ever gonna address the fact that the beekeeper engages with bees way fucking more? Ever gonna come across? Francis!
I admit, Joey, that these circumstances are complicated and they can't be explained with a naive comment with the word fact as your form of validation.
Oh, that's fucking fascinating, Francis. You know another stat? Here's a stat. You know of all the cops who have been shot in recent years? Guess what percentage of the shooters were black? 41%. You dickhead. 41% of the time, when a cop gets shot, it's from a black guy. But they only make up 6%, so we have a weird disparity of number. Is it racism?
Or in a social experiment.
You're wearing a vest.
But context to police killings does matter.
Context matters! And he cuts to a video of a guy who had already been shot. So no context here. You're not going to show the armed robbery this man performed a day before. You're not going to mention that he reached. He was reaching for something when the cop explicitly said, don't reach. And they had probable cause to think he had a weapon. But you're going to tell me about context. Great.
Like whether they were targeted solely because of the color of their skin.
What? The skin? What is it? No, it's about reaching. It's about actions, you motherfucker. Stop being such a coward when it comes to race. Let black people fuck up. Guess who understands this? Black people. They know that there are people within their community who are fucking up and dragging everybody else down. Go talk to them. Bring one on the panel. He'll tell you. Jesus Christ.
That nigger that works here, Deke. Nigger. Pussy. Nigger.
Whether the victims were immediately given proper medical attention, those types of concerns matter. So I know you're only interested in citing facts that play into your narrative of deflection.
Oh, Christ. Okay, let's all just enjoy that moment of projection. Yowzers.
So you're never going to ask how many white victims were left to bleed out on the street after being shot when their hands are up.
Okay, wait a minute. Now the projection continues. We're never going to research white events where dudes bleed out. Okay, twice as many white people die at the hands of cops every year, for starters. Second of all, we don't even hear about the stories when a white guy gets shot by a cop. Because you don't care. People like you cannot spin it to announce how non-racist you are. So don't try to pretend like you have a grasp on white victims out there. You clearly don't give a fuck.
How many examples can you point out of white citizens shot whilst reaching for an ID during a routine traffic stop?
Many, thousands, but you don't care. Look at the video you show. You're showing viral videos that are riding the wave of anti-white bigotry. They float around, people like you, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm against violence, I'm against this. This man you're showing right now was high on PCP, was just out of jail, high as a kite, refusing to obey police orders, wandering around, goes to his car, reaches into his car. But of course, none of that matters to you because the big picture is white cop, black guy. That's all you need. That's all you care about.
How much did Terence Crutcher's life mean to those officers? That's what's not reflected in the stats and facts you purport to care so much about. This experiment, which for the sake of argument we will assume was not staged, does nothing but validate the naive, closed-minded thinking reflected in the All Lives Matter response. So while I have your attention, Joey, let me explain the blindness of All Lives Matter and why your little experiment is bound to evoke different reactions from different communities. Black Lives Matter means Black Lives Matter. Not Black Lives Matter more, not Black Lives Matter over white lives or blue lives or whatever manufactured misleading interpretation.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You know what the problem is? Because we're all Americans here and we care about victims of police brutality. It should just be White Lives Matter. Because there's twice as many whites dying by cops. So it really makes no sense. It's completely racist to even mention the Black Lives Matter. Fuck the black. There are half as many dying. Let's go to the real problem. It's White Lives Matter. Right, Francis?
Not Black Lives Matter more, not Black Lives Matter over white lives or blue lives or whatever.
No. You're not going to spin this. Black Lives Matter is a racist statement. Obviously. And yes, it implies they matter more. They don't even fucking care about the white lives. They're not mentioned. So if I start a Facebook group and I say, white chicks are awesome, you don't think they're going to call me a racist for that? Oh no, I'm not saying white chicks are awesome any more than any other group. No. That just happens to be my preference.
Or blue lives, or whatever manufactured misleading interpretation all lives matter supporters supposedly think it means. It means that because Black Lives Matter, the criminal justice system shouldn't unfairly target African Americans for abuse.
Garbage. Unfairly target them. They should stop unfairly targeting us, our society, with acts of criminality. And you know what they should do? Oh, I'm putting the onus on them. It's their responsibility. Stop fucking resisting arrest. You got caught. Don't swallow the drugs. Put your hands up. You did do something. You did. Now man up. This is something your daddy should have taught you, but you don't motherfucking have a dad. Oh, not all. Oh, yeah, baby. Not all. No, 73% of you.
Mistreatment, harassment, excessive punishment, and even, as we've come to see far too often, excessive force resulting in death.
Please, by all means, show us all the terrible things that have happened to blacks. Just stoke that racial tension. Here you go, here you go. You know, you have twice as many videos of whites. Twice as many were killed by cops. Any videos of that? No? Don't want to even it out at all? No. Show them that kid who got shot up. Remember that kid with the knife? Yeah, man. That's good. Ooh, let's make this shit a dumpster fire of racism.
The whole point of All Lives Matter is to diminish the message that Black Lives Matter, or that they should matter more than they do.
No. Fuck. How are you now the spokesperson for All Lives Matter? All Lives Matter is a blanket statement that should be unifying. It should be, hey guys, this is not just a black problem. It's not even a problem 98% of the time. You guys are bitching. You're ignoring what the real problem in the black community is, which I just mentioned, which is the complete disintegration of the family, their piss poor performance in education, and their criminality. But no, you want to blame the librarian. Why is it that the librarian is not being stung by bees the same as the beekeeper? Right. You're a genius, Francis.
Instead, All Lives Matter merely serves to validate the thinking among those who believe the problem isn't with a racist, violent culture of policing.
There is no racist, violent culture of policing. They are policing the violent culture within the black community. And they're not racist, you dipshit. Why don't you go talk to a cop in Atlanta, a black one, and you ask him who's fucking up Atlanta? Just talk to him. You won't because your name's Francis and you're wearing a vest.
But is in fact the fault of black people who have brought this treatment upon themselves.
Yes it is. Yes, finally you got it. But of course you're being a snarky cunt. But yes, it's the fault of anybody who punches a cop, resists arrest, reaches for a gun. And of course you don't want to talk about the details of any one particular case. Nah, you'd rather just smear the whole thing. Here's the big picture. Fuck white people.
But black people understand the real message of All Lives Matter. All too well, actually.
And a black and white photo has been presented to us. I am a man. Okay. Now he's suggesting, look, me, Francis, I know that black people are humans. I will pause for applause. Just listen to how enlightened I am. You see this picture here where they're saying I'm a man and stuff like that, right? I think they're men. Boom. Blew your mind. Let me sign my name to that. Francis Maxwell thinks black people are humans. Fan-fucking-tastic, Francis.
It's one they've been exposed to in this country for generations. It's a message that says, stay in your place.
Oh, there, look at that nasty white. Oh my God. If she had a gun right there, she probably would have blasted.
And that your voice will not be heard over others. So yes, when you shove an All Lives Matter sign in front of a black person's face, the chances of that person reacting negatively are greater, because it's a reminder of not only the prejudice that they've been facing all their lives.
We're still in black and white land. Francis, all of these people are either very, very old or dead. What does this have to do with anything? You fucking moron. I object to the fact that you just used German shepherds. Not all German shepherds are racist. You should have seen what we did out here in Germany with those shepherds against other white people. Intellectuals, political opponents, the gypsies, the Jews, the Polish. All German shepherd bites matter.
But also that they're not even allowed to raise their voice in objection to prejudice and oppression. But then again, maybe I'm not giving Joey or All Lives Matter activists enough credit.
What do you mean All Lives Matter activists? Is that a thing? No, it's just pointing out the hypocrisy and the stupidity of a racially divisive movement called Black Lives Matter. Oh, I'm sure if there's a White Lives Matter group, you're going to come up with a similar video. Look, not everybody, look, White Lives Matter, they're not saying that they matter more, they're just saying they care about white lives only.
Perhaps those opposing the Black Lives Matter movement are sincere in wanting to expand on what Black Lives Matter activists believe in, that the criminal justice system is unfairly targeting all races, and that we should band together as one community to stand united and demand reform for everyone.
No, let's stand together against the black community. Oh, not all. Oh my God, have you seen the good dentists? Oh, have you seen the dentists in Georgia, the black ones? Great family men, religious men. They don't commit crimes. I'm talking about the ones who do. So move past that. We should stand united and say, black people, stop committing so many fucking crimes. Can you do it once? Can you move it down a percentage point?
Not only in the police department and the judicial system, but also for marginalized and mistreated communities.
Marginalized? And what a buzzword. Look, what do you want from them? Francis, what do you mean marginalized? I know you've heard other people say that. What do you, Francis Maxwell, think you just said? It meant nothing.
So if so, I will look out for the All Lives Matter banner at the Dakota Pipeline protest.
Native Americans, eat my dick. By the way, stop being so alcoholic. And I'm blaming you for that alcoholism, not Dances with Wolves, not white people from ancient US history.
At the next rally for immigrants' rights, at the next Fight for 15 march.
Oh God. Oh, it's virtuous. Oh, Francis, all the stuff you care about. You're so cool, Francis. Wasn't the name of that Ralph Fiennes' character from The Red Dragon? Francis Dollarhide. You have the name of a serial killer.
But until that happens, all you are doing in this video is exactly what All Lives Matter was programmed to do. Carrying water for those who would like to refocus attention away from the prominent and systemic issues of race plaguing the nation.
Oh, systemic issue of race. Another buzzword, we've achieved it. Drink. Systemic. There is no such thing as systemic racism. Not today. Sorry, pal. Why don't you go fish for some black and white photos and harp on that? Because you've got jack shit of an argument to make. Jack shit. And it's about time pussies like you get called out, and I'm doing just that. Virtue.
By conducting a social experiment that has about as much to do with science as shooting a snot rocket into the air and trying to pass it off as a NASA moon launch.
Hey, by the way, you know who created NASA? And who is by far and away overwhelmingly represented in NASA and space exploration? White people. You're welcome, world.
So congrats to you. Your experiment has helped reinforce an already intractable racial divide.
You motherfucker, are you ever gonna condemn the black people for attacking Joey Salads? Fuck those people. What they did was inexcusable, criminal, and deserves all of our condemnation.
And further deflect attention from the real issue plaguing our society. And perhaps worse, instead of dispelling hurtful, inaccurate, and dangerous stereotypes.
Stereotype. What's your name? Type. Stereotype. Inaccurate. Yeah. Isn't it inaccurate that black people commit a lot of crimes? Yeah, here's a video of a black guy committing a crime.
You've given validation to those already blinded by racist thinking.
Oh, Francis! Francis knows about racism. Oh, Francis, you point out those racists. Fuck you, whites. Fuck you, racist whites. Oh, whites. Game's up, guys. Francis knows you're racist. Francis fights for marginalized groups and against systemic racism and inaccurate stereotypes.
All thanks to an experiment with a sample size.
And he does air quotes.
With a sample size of 3 people. Why, if I didn't know any better, I might think that that was the purpose of your video all along.
Oh, punchy end, boys. Yet another pathetic display of virtue signaling and the fuck white people narrative and anti-white bigotry. An ass-backwards analysis of the Black Lives Matter movement from a man named Francis wearing a vest. I'm sick to death of pointing this out. It's beyond obvious. Doesn't take a white astronaut to figure this out. Now I'm gonna go watch Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong bounce around on the moon and do what white people would do on the moon, which is play golf. Goodbye.
ready, ready, ready or not. You can't have, you can't have fun, on the fun. Take and take and take. Ready or not, ready, ready, ready or not. You can't have, you can't have fun, on the fun, and make you want me. Ready or not, you rock home, can't hide. You're gonna find it's you, can't take it slowly.
Motherfucker down the drain like me. Just to pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Just to pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Won't you use your water bill to drive sane like me? Are you high enough without the Mary Jane like me? Are you high enough without the Mary Jane like me? Are you high enough without the Mary Jane like me?
Pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Just to pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Just to pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Won't you use your water bill